Hey, I've got an idea. Let's get out in the great outdoors. Hello, first grade friends. We have learned a lot about sound. We've learned that loud sounds and quiet sounds are part of volume, how loud or quiet a sound is. We've also learned about pitch, how high or low a sound is. And we've learned that all sounds come from vibrations. And sound can make vibrations too. Hey, I'm out here trying to sneak up on some turkeys. I see some turkeys way out in the field by my house. I'm gonna try to sneak up on them. I don't think I'm going to get very close, but I'll use that turkey call to make turkey-like sounds and see if I can get them to look at me. Think about it. Why is it important that animals, including humans, can make and hear sounds? Why is sound important? Think about that. Wow, I see wild turkeys way over in that field. Way over beyond the pond, there are turkeys feeding in that cut field. I wonder what they're feeding on. Let's try this turkey call and see if the turkeys come any closer at all. Listen to the sound. I'll look with my binoculars and see if they're coming any closer. Actually, they are coming out further into the field. Turkey calls make a sound by rubbing two different materials together. Kind of like crickets make sound when they rub their legs together. That's the turkey call. I'm gonna try to get a little closer to the pond and I'm gonna try to blow this duck call. Animals communicate through sound. It's important they can make sound and hear sound so that they can get the information that another animal might be trying to give them. Let's get a little closer to these ducks and I'll try the duck call. Look at that. Ducks and turkeys on the other side of this pond. The ducks are mallards, they're in the water. And the turkeys are out in the field, feeding on leftover grain, leftover soybeans. Let's get a little closer. Let's see what happens when I blow the duck call. Looks like they're coming a little closer. I think they like it. See the ducks over there? Those are wild mallards. I hear them starting to talk now. Let me try it again. They're actually coming a little closer. I think they're confused. The turkeys are coming closer too. Maybe they're all confused. Hey, that was pretty cool. I got pretty close to those ducks. Friends, animals make sound so they can communicate. They talk to each other kind of like we do. They have different sounds to communicate a different message. Like, hey, there's food over here. Or maybe they're saying, be careful, there's danger over there. So it's important that animals and humans can hear sound. Sound can give us warnings that something's going to happen, like a fire alarm, or like a fire truck coming down the street, or a police siren, or a smoke detector in your home. Those loud sounds can warn us about danger. So it's really important that we can hear sounds and that we can make sounds so we can communicate. Sound energy is amazing, and I'm glad that we've been studying it. Wow, look at the great outdoors. I love being out here. The outdoors is full of sound. Hello friends, I'm out riding my bike on this nice day, and I'm thinking about sound. Why are sounds important for humans and wild animals? Why is sound important for me to hear right now, riding my bike down the road? Think about it. Why is it important to hear sounds?
And now for a little quiz.
So look at these different animal calls and listen to the sound they make. Can you guess what animal it's imitating? Which one is that?
If you guessed duck, you are correct.
Remember this one? When I was in the E-Lab, I made this sound. Listen to this sound. What animal makes that sound? That's kind of a low-pitched sound, isn't it?
If you said white-tailed deer, you are correct.
We just saw this one, remember? That's a much higher pitched sound. What animal makes that sound, friend?
Did you say wild turkey? Yes, you are correct.
Last but not least, I don't think you've seen this one. This is an interesting call. I don't blow this one. I have to move my hands. Doesn't it kind of sound like a monkey? It's not meant to be a monkey. What animal that you know sounds kind of like this? That's a pretty cool call, isn't it?
Believe it or not, that is a squirrel call. Squirrels really make sounds like this. Quick, somebody take that call away from me. I'm having way too much fun.
Vibrations. Vibrations produce sound, and then sound makes other things vibrate. Hey, now that we looked at these different animal calls and we found out how they make sound, what the source is, let's review what Mr. Stefan showed us in his video about how different musical instruments make sound. What is the source of the sound in a guitar or a bass ukulele? What is the source of a sound in drums or in a violin or in a trumpet? Let's review sounds that musical instruments make and how the sound is made. Then complete the student response and tell me why sounds are important to hear and for animals to make. And tell me how instruments make the sound. I can't wait to see your responses. Sound energy! Hello, first grade friends. Hey, remember our friend Mr. Stefan showed us how instruments make sound. He taught us about volume and pitch and the source of sound. Let's review real quick. Now, Mr. Stefan showed us a bass ukulele. I've got an acoustic guitar. Let me show you how it makes sound. First, I'm going to pluck the string. Remember, he showed us how you pluck the string and you can see it vibrate. Pluck. Whoa, you can hear that. That was too much vibration. Plucking the string makes it vibrate. And if you strum, you can get different sounds. So strumming a guitar, plucking the strings. Two different ways you can get sound from a guitar. I can strum lightly, and I can strum and make a quiet sound. If I strum harder, it's louder. More energy in equals higher volume. Get it? Awesome. Plucking and strumming, ways to make sounds. Friends, on a guitar, notice that the larger string on the top has a slower vibration. You can actually see it when I pluck it. The thinner string on the bottom has less material to vibrate, so it vibrates faster. Listen to the sound. Isn't that a much higher pitch? High pitch? Low pitch. Listen to the difference in the pitch of the different strings on a guitar. Oh, man. Wow. I'm learning, trying to get better at it. It's not too loud for you, is it? Hey friends, check out this electric guitar. Electric guitars use technology to amplify the sound or make it louder. They use an amplifier hooked up through a cord or wirelessly. So they use technology to change the sound. Listen. Wait a minute, that's really quiet. Let me turn on the amplifier. That's a lot louder. Hey friends, if sounds are too loud, wear earplugs or wear headphones. Look, you can change the sound by pushing these buttons. It has these things called pickups that actually kind of pick up and sense the vibrations of the strings and then transfers it to an amplifier where the sound can be made louder. Increase the volume. Or it can change the sound totally and put a little bit of crunch into it, if you know what I mean. Woo! Electric guitar. Hey friends, here's a cool experiment with an electric guitar. I put a pizza pie pan on the amplifier and I put some salt and sugar on it. Look what happens when I strum the guitar. Watch the vibrations get passed on. Look. Woo! Look at that. Still vibrating. Hey, remember? Mr. Stefan showed us to make sound out of a drum, to make music with a drum, you need to strike it, hit it, beat it, or even slap it. Look at this drum. This is a hand drum called a djembe. A djembe is a drum where you hit it in different places and it makes different sounds. Listen up. Try out a drum. It's fun. Hey friends, check this out. Kind of looks like a big violin, doesn't it? This is a cello that I acquired, and I don't know how to play it, but I know how to make sound. Look, I have a bow. This is an instrument that you do not pluck the strings, you don't strum the strings, you don't blow on it, and you don't beat on it. You use a bow, and you drag the bow across the strings, and it makes them vibrate. Listen to the sound of the bass string on a cello. Another instrument and another way to produce sound that can be turned into music. I'd like to learn how to play this someday. Friends, it's been fun learning about sound with you. Hey, the last instrument that Mr. Stefan played on the video was a trumpet. What did he have to do to produce sound with a trumpet? How did he make the vibration? That's right, he blew through it. He had to blow with his mouth, and that action, that movement of air, made the vibrations that produce the sounds. Kind of like this flute that I've showed you before in eLab. So think about all the different ways that you can experiment with sound energy and then eventually turn sound energy into music by making vibrations and changing the pitch. Give an instrument a try, friends. You can do it!